This is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with the IRS. Welcome to my YouTube station. It's the home of the 5 minute or less video. Just want to tell you 3 reasons why I do this YouTube. I've kind of started liking it after a number of years. A lot of people have given me positive responses, and I don't want you to be ripped off from people who don't know what they're doing. There's a lot of people who say, and they're reading scripts, and some of them are actors, and they want to do this and do this, and there's a lot of misinformation out there. Number 2, you need to be completely informed as to what's going on with a given situation. And 3, many of my YouTubes are educational, so you can say, I understand it now. There's a lot of myths about IRS and different programs and practices, and what I try to do is I try to go ahead and I break those myths for you. I am available for representation and consultation. That's as far as my marketing goes. I have a whole team of former IRS agents about me. I worked for IRS for a decade, and I've been doing this for 4 decades. So I have 5 decades worth of experience. I've been doing this for 50 years. I'm a national expert in IRS representation matters, and I've been on every single TV news station, Fox, ABC, CBS, NBC, and all the majors as well. So anyway, today I want to talk to you about how does IRS know you haven't filed a tax return. Many people are thinking, gee, is IRS going to catch up with me? When are they going to catch up with me? What's going on? So I want to tell you how IRS knows you haven't filed a return. Actually, the computer does really all the work. There's many self-employed people that I know that have never filed a return. IRS has never caught up with them because they're kind of on the lam and they keep under the radar, and they know ways to keep under the radar. But what happens and how IRS gets notified you haven't filed is this. Somebody gives you a W-2, someone gives you a 1099, and starting next year with Zelle, PayPal, and all those other third-party bank products, everyone is going to start reporting to IRS because it's now mandatory. So what happens? IRS will take those 1099s, W-2s, Zelles, PayPals, Venmo, all that stuff, and they're going to find out if that social security number that was reported has a tax return filed. If there's no tax return filed, boom, the flag pops up, and now you're back on the IRS radar system. So that's how IRS finds out. It's usually because a third party has notified the Internal Revenue Service. They have notified IRS. IRS's computer does all the searching. And by the way, IRS is increasing their filters. About 10 years ago, their filtering system was terrible. But every year there's been spiked increases, and this next year with Venmo and PayPal and Zelle and all these other bank products, a lot more people are going to start getting notices they haven't filed. If you haven't filed, there's a streamlined process to get back in the system. Contact a professional, us. If you haven't filed, you only have to file the last 6 years. There's an IRS policy statement on that. IRS policy statement 5-133. Anyway, if you have any comments or concerns, you're welcome to leave me a comment. You need representation, call me. Give me a subscription if you would. Subscriptions are really big. YouTube says the more subscriptions, we can kind of push you up a little because your information is valuable, and I do try to give you what I need. So thank you for the subscription. I welcome your questions, your observations, and you want me to do a YouTube on something? Let me know, and I'll probably punch something like that up. Thank you very much, and I'm under 5 minutes. Blessings.